Okay, so here it is, the end of the day. It's Tuesday, about 7 o'clock at night. I've been working all day on this. I've made a lot of progress today. On top of that, I got some other projects going. You can see one of them here, my 3D printing. It's the first print that I've ever made, so I'm kind of still pumped about that. I've already put out a couple of videos on that. But we're here for this. So here we are. I got all of the painting done. I have a bunch of little touch up here along the bottom of this rail where I got some black into the white. But basically that's all done. I got all of this, the top rails put in. I got these pieces that I had to cut and make. Out of this is that piece right there. So I had to create each of those pieces. I don't know if I said it in my earlier part, but I literally was searching all over everything to try to find those. I think I said that, but anyway. Finally got those put in. But there's, both sides are done, and I was working on this back section. I got the back put in, and the planking done on it. I've got the upper section here done, and all this is put in. I'm going to have to stain all of this. I still have to paint and finish doing the rest of this. So today was a big leap towards some getting stuff finished. I've also cut these pieces and have these I'm working on to get into place. I'm kind of stuck on these because I don't have any precision drill bits, and there's holes that go in this. This is my smallest drill bit, and it's like 4 times too big. So I have to order some drills, because this has to have 4 holes right here on each piece. Plus there's 2 holes that I have to cut in. I'm not sure the orientation of this. It goes to the inside. So these little pins here that I've pulled out already, which are tiny. Come here, you. Get over here. Dadgummit, come on. There. Anyway, there it is. Those little things. There's 2 in each of those. And again, this drill bit's way too big for that. And I don't have anything in my shop downstairs that's that small. But anyway, so I don't know if I'm going to continue on that or not. Plus the fact I don't know, I've had to cut down this hole quite a bit, and I've angled it to help alleviate the angle that this is cut at, so that it'll sit better. But the next piece that goes on top of here, if these aren't down low enough, it's gonna impede that next piece. So I may end up having to cut these again and change this angle back here. I followed that off of the blueprint, and that's what it said to use. So yeah, I may have to redo those. I'm not sure yet. But what else was there? Oh, this other piece here. So since I got this section in, as you can tell, I've already cut this piece back on this side for these, the metal pieces of the cabin, which I've already painted. I primed these. I found out that since these are metal, priming them first helped a lot. Because originally I tried painting that blue in the window. I just tried painting that, and it literally wouldn't hold. So I got my brush on primer over there, primed it. Once I did that, let it sit. Obviously it came out real nice and neat. So those are also done. I'm not too thrilled how these sit though, because this piece of metal is flat and it's going on a contoured spot over here. This section where it goes in curves inward at the bottom. and this is flat. So even in the photos, it looks kind of weird. From the edge it looks okay, but once you look up at the bottom of it, you can see on the back side, you know, you can totally see into that. So I'll probably end up having to repaint that section right there, make that black so it'll hide a little bit. The good thing about a lot of this black throughout all of this, it hides a lot of mistakes, which is good. The other thing that I had to do, which I didn't realize when I was making this little brown section here, I had to cut this and put this in here. I had a big void there. So I had to cut down a piece of my planking, which was this piece here. I had to cut down a sliver of it and get it to fit in there. Once I got it to fit in there, I had to get it back out, which was not easy, because once it got in there, it was stuck. So I had to wiggle it out without breaking it. At that point, I had to glue it and put a piece of the sepia, or sepala, whatever, this stuff here, to help fill in this gap that's right here. So now the rest of this is going to have a piece of metal that kind of sits over this to hide the rest of this. So I'm not too worried about that. But without that the big gap that was right there, it looked really bad. So and the funny thing is, I didn't this whole piece here, if you can tell here, it's curved, and I didn't wet this piece. I just set it on there and then glued it, and luckily it went in right nice, you know, really nice. And it's got a little bit of curve at the top, and then it's flat at the bottom and follows the contour of the build. So I'm pretty happy about that. Got it all nice and trimmed out. There's a void here at the bottom here, though, that you can see when you look up under here. You can see that little void. That's where the pieces fit together. There's like a flat piece here and a flat piece here, and then there's a slot here. That's how it fits onto there, and then you glue all that. Well, that slot goes all the way down to the bottom, and then it shows up right there at the bottom. But again, all of this here is black, everything back here. And like I said, on some of this other stuff where I know I've got mistakes, by painting it black, it totally hides all those oopsies and whatnot. So yeah, I'm okay with that. So luckily, the only area that I had to tape out this section here, I ran some tape across here to get this real nice and straight across there. Everything else, this is the only area I taped, was right here, and the bottom here, this edge here. And I ran this. Usually when you do like something like that, you want to do a waterline mark, where you take a pencil and you have a little jig that literally marks the whole thing one straight line with that contour. I just eyeballed it. Literally, I measured up with my thing. It said it's supposed to be 50 millimeters, I think. Put a mark somewhere in here. I don't remember which side I did. But once I got that mark there, I just basically stretched out a piece of blue tape, painter's tape, and eyeballed it. I think it looks okay. It's nice and straight as far as I think. Looks good. I don't know if it's not far enough. It looks a little bit, yeah, that kind of messed up, I guess. I may have to redo that. Doesn't look as far down on this side as it does on this side. Interesting. That's an easy fix, though. I can easily fix that. Retape this and bring it down a little bit more. But anyway, made a lot of progress today. So I got a lot of things done today, actually. It's amazing when you stop playing video games how much stuff you can actually accomplish in a day. I got all this done. I got my first 3D prints ever done. Kind of pumped. Today was a good day. So anyway, I'm gonna knock this video out. This will be my third video of the day, which I've never done more than one in a week, I think. But this will be my third one today. I did a upcoming projects thing, I did a 3D print thing, and now the update for this. So tomorrow I'll be working on some more stuff, probably finish up the back end here. I'm gonna have to bend all this and stain all this, and hopefully stain this without getting stain all over everything. I should have stained these before I put them on. So I'm a little bit upset with myself on that one. And same thing here with these pieces here. According to the tutorial that John Alaprantis, he's kind of, whenever I start to get in a position where I'm like, I don't know what to do here, I watch John Alaprantis. And John was saying that he used his planking material for this section here, because this section here has to be wrapped with wood, and then it gets stained. Now, he said he used his planking, but when I look at the photo, this looks like a really thin piece of material that's going across here. So I'm thinking I've got a bunch of this stuff here. I may end up using this. I have to figure out, I got to look through all this stuff and see where exactly this piece is used, because I don't have, I think there's only like 3 of these that I have. So I got to figure out what that's actually supposed to be for before I start doing that. But I think this is just too big to bend, to make that bend. And not only make the bend, it's got to bend this way and both ways. It's got to go this way while at the same time coming forward. I don't know how to explain that. It's a contour curve, I guess. Is that the right thing? I don't. I'm starting to act like I know shit now, so we'll end it there. Anyway, there it is, and we'll get some more done in the next upcoming days. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Take care.